45.
Hey, check it out. This is Eminem, and the Streetz is watching.
We know drama in the homie
Trendsetter.
Wait, it's finally over. The affiliates have taken over the wheel. Right here on the Streetz is watching on Shade 45.
888 Shade 45 Friday night. Gangs on here. DJ Drama, Trendsetter since Don Cannon. I'm gonna take it home for a minute. Home being Philly, Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. My guy is here.
Yeah.
I fuck with him. Like the long way, majorly. But you know, I had this thing that I used to say on all my mixtapes, like, you know what I'm saying, and be like, and like that, we gone. And then, you know, he got on the gram and he
Got a
be
little
like,
slogan.
and he just be like, and it's just like that. I feel like you trying to replace me. That's kind of how I feel, Wallo. Like, I feel like you know what I mean? Like, you trying to take my job out here, man.
Like I tell him, don't compete with me, eat with me. I'm trying to eat with him. I ain't trying to compete with him. You dig what I'm saying? Right. I ain't gonna do that to him. He from my, he from my set. You know what I mean?
Right.
So we,
Wallo267
We
is
here.
here. What's up, man?
listen, loving life,
How you feeling?
outstanding.
That's beautiful.
Loving life.
So I hear you're in town doing the TED Talks.
Yes.
Talk about that first and foremost.
I ain't know nothing about TED Talk when I was in the joint.
Okay.
So I come home. I've been home 20 months.
Okay, 20
18.
months. All right.
After
That's how
doing-
people say when they have a
crazy.
baby.
After-
Like,
after
how old's
doing-
your baby? Like 20 months. Like,
After doing 20 years in prison.
almost 2
20
years.
months.
That's
You've
crazy.
been home almost 2 years. You did almost 20 years.
20.
Wow.
Not almost. 20.
20.
Armed robbery, firearm violations. I was married to the streets of Philadelphia since I was 9. You know, I was a typical dude, in the ghetto, everybody do what everybody do. I wasn't everybody, but, I had to go through some shit to realize that. And I woke up in prison and realized, damn, I'm in jail for fronting. I'm in jail for fronting and pump faking. That's why, I can see it so clearly, when I'm looking, wherever I'm looking at, So I was in jail for just trying to, when you come outside of your house in the ghetto, you understand that attention is God. And the way to gain attention is through materialism. And you got to get that money, wherever you hustling, wherever you robbing cats, whatever. And I was with all that, So, because I wanted that attention because being me wasn't cool because I ain't seen nobody around the way being them. You see what I'm saying? And when I woke up in prison one day and I was like, damn, it was hot as shit. It was like summertime. I'm talking no heat in there. I'm talking about the devil was dancing in the cell.
Where were you at?
Greatest Ford Penitentiary, Dallas Penitentiary, Camp Hill Penitentiary, Coast Township, Chester. I was at a bunch of them. Got kicked out. Want to come to them. But, and I woke up, I'm like, yo, this some real live nut shit. I'm in the cell with another man. You see what I'm saying? I'm talking about this thing the size of a closet. You know what I mean? It's like, it's real. And I'm like, damn, for nothing though. I could have went another route. You see what I'm saying? I really could have. And then when you think about it, you just be like, damn. And then I woke up, I said, I'm done with this shit. And I started embracing my individualism. And I just, I used to always get dudes game in jail. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Because I came in the penitentiary young, and I seen a lot of OGs. They died in that joint. See a lot of dudes die, and I became the older cat. So it was my responsibility and my duty to get these young cats that was coming in with all this time, like some game, like, yo, this shit ain't working. And when it was time for me to get out of the penitentiary, like 2013, I got my hands on a cell phone. So now I'm sitting in the cell, but before then, I got this thing called the Book of Life where I used to write this stuff down when dudes used to come into jail, like chick, homegirls from down the way or one of my homies, they sons come to penitentiary. They come to, yo, you know my dad? I'm like, yeah, I do. I give them some, give them the care package. But my whole thing was, you had to trade something for that. And what you had to trade was, I needed information about the free world. See, my whole thing was, I wasn't going to be one of these dudes that's going to be in jail just lifting weights, getting super religious, and just about nothing and being jailed out. I needed to know about the free world. So everybody that came to jail that I knew or that I met, I used to be like, what's going on out there? And they used to tell me about stuff, and I ain't believe them. So I used to write stuff down.
Like what? What didn't you believe?
I didn't believe Google. So he used to tell me.
You didn't believe Google
I'm like,
existed?
yeah, no, I didn't believe that you could do what they say you could do.
Okay.
So I'm like, man, nigga, you tripping, man. So I'll write it down anyway. So I'm like, whenever I get home, I got to do this research. So one day, I got a cell phone in the joint. Life changed after that. So when I started doing it, I'm like, this shit crazy. I dropped the phone because I couldn't believe that this shit was real. I'm like, the feds, this is a setup. They trying. I just didn't believe none of this shit because it was just when you in prison, you be on dinosaur time because you're stuck in the era that don't exist no more that you came into prison in.
Right.
So I'm like, damn, this shit is unbelievable. So I got that. I'm doing it right. Bam. I'm like, damn. Then I got on Instagram because I started Wallo267 Instagram page in jail.
Okay.
And the 267 on my name come from my prison number. My prison number was DG.
Oh, I always thought it was from
267.
the area code.
No, DG 2670.
Wow.
That was my prison number. So I started it. So when I'm on Instagram, I'm in the joint. I'm like, my brother hook it up.
So you probably had 267 before it was the area code then, because that's a later area code.
Yeah, I had 267 since the 90s.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
That's when I first got my prison number.
Wasn't even an area code yet.
Like so I'm on the thing, and I dropped the phone again when I was on Instagram because I said, "Whoa, this shit goofy," because I seen a bunch of our people celebrating nothing. I said, "Oh, this sweet out here." And then what I studied was I used to look at people Instagrams and I write people down. I write, the stripper chick down with the ass hanging out, the rapper. I write the athlete down. And I just look at their page. I'm like, okay, what people saying? I look at stuff. This before the DM. This before like the video. But I just look at where people talking. I'm like, okay. And then I look into a regular person life. And I would see, they'd be asking regular questions like, damn, why you ain't take the dog walking with you in the park? It was regular. I said, damn, so if she put her clothes on, she done. If he start rapping, he done. If he don't play sports no more, he's done. But I said, if you can make a human connection with somebody, you're always going to win. If you can make just that human connection and be regular. Before I went to jail, I used to wear Versace, Cubans with the Jesus piece and all that. Me and Gil was robbing shit like crazy. We stayed with money. It was no problem. But I said, oh, I can't wear that because it's not a relatable. More people go to Walmart than Saks Fifth Avenue. So I said my uniform got to be right. You see what I'm saying? So, and I had to talk about regular issues. Because I was already putting up posts that was encouraging the people when I was in the cell. But I said, if I get out and I can talk, because in the street game, I always had a mouthpiece. That's why a lot of
Where
people...
do you feel like that came from?
The mouthpiece?
Yeah.
It was my step pop hip, rest in peace. That's who raised me. And he had a mouthpiece. He was a real live top flight, Center City hustler. And
Gotcha.
he just had the mouthpiece. So having a mouthpiece, me and Gil, we had the mouthpieces. We used to do talk shit, on the corner, you know what I mean? Have a dude ready to shoot me.
Gotcha.
You know what I mean? So when I was in jail, I always was talking, but I had to. It's a different way you got to talk in the joint.
And when you say Gil, we talking about Gilly the Kid.
Gilly the Kid, my cousin.
Yep.
So we was when we was talking, that's what was so good about Major Figures. When I first started that shit before I went to jail, it was like we was like these dudes they rapping, but they ain't talking no fly shit.
When you said you first started,
I founded Major Figures. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, before I went to prison, that's how we was getting in the studio robbing people. You know what I mean? Get that studio money, go in the studio, and we had to be fly. Because at the time when we started rapping, it was drip rap. You know what I mean? Like you got the drip now? And that was the thing, because our whole thing was we're going to wear this Versace, we're going to wear this Moschino, we got this jewelry on, we're going to take your bitch and we shoot you if you get crazy, but we don't want to shoot you.
I got you.
But that was our whole rap. It was that fly nigga rap. You know what I mean? It's a little far from that now in Philly. It's a little different now. But you know what I mean?
We're going to get to that.
Yeah, it was fly nigga rap. So we was doing that, you know what I mean? But I kept going. I had to, you know what I mean? I had to keep, getting that money.
Right.
And then I got caught up, and that's, I went to the penitentiary.
So you started Major Figures while you was locked up.
No. I started it on the street before I went to prison.
I know. While you was locked up, Major Figures as a rap group blows up.
Yeah, that was crazy.
What was that experience like being inside?
I came from the yard one day. I was working out in the yard. I came from the yard. So it was this girl named Sita or something. You remember?
Sita on BT?
I'm talking about this is 1,000 years ago. You remember that the cartoon?
Yeah, the cartoon.
So I come in the cell and she on, and the video come on. Yeah, that's us.
Yeah, that's us.
Now I'm all the way in the mountains, so I don't really know what's going on. I used to hear little cats talk about figures and all that. And I used to just laugh like, damn, okay. I wouldn't dare say that because they wouldn't believe me. So I'm sitting in the cell. I mean, I'm taking my shoes off and shit. I see that shit come across the screen. Yeah, that's us. I'm like, oh, that's cousin them. Now, I'm so fucked up because I'm like, yo, is this real? Because I don't know nothing about. I'm like, is this real? Right? And then, I had to sit down for a minute. I dropped some tears because I was like, damn, for the first time in my life, I was a part of something that was positive.
Right.
So it fucked me up. So the next day I go to child telling, yo, you see that joint? Yeah, them boys from. I said, yeah, that be me. Niggas like, get the fuck out of here. Wow. You been in jail. They not believe me. I was like, all right, whatever. Okay, cool, whatever. But it was just a shock to see that and to be in the joint. You know what I mean? To see Spade and all that, because Spade taught me how to rap. You see what I'm saying? And to see Ab and all of them, you know what I mean? To see, it was just like, God damn, they really doing some shit. This shit, dudes really got a chance now. You know what I mean? And it was just crazy.
Wallo267 is here. You've created quite the platform on social media. Amazing following, great message. And beyond that, you and Gilly the Kid have, you know, I don't know who's gonna come along first and offer you guys a show if it hasn't already been one offer, but y'all like the funniest two niggas on the gram.
What it is that, you know, in America, you know, you're so much music and so much shit going on. Black men ain't allowed to be them. They not allowed to laugh and joke. Drama, you grew up, you in the crib with your cousin, fucking tripping up, you and Cannon. You don't see that no more. Nobody. You got to be tough, and you know when we come from Philly, you just can't move a certain way. And you got to be this ultra tough guy, this ultra cool motherfucker. You know what I mean? And we just showing you that we real niggas from the streets. Everything that some of these dudes say they doing, we done. Mm-hmm. But we just living life. Mm-hmm. We older cats now. We just living life, and we showing you, listen, man, you can do this shit too. We just out here living. We tripping. You know what I mean? Gil like to be, you know, a dickhead a lot of times, and I'm living my. You know, you already know we gonna clash.
Who's more of a nut ass nigga?
He is. You know why? He is. Because one day I said it. I'm telling her, he said, "Why I'm a nut?" It's for you to ask me that. You's a nut ass nigga, cuz. You see what I'm saying? But it's just like everybody say I am though. It's like they always ride with him. You know what I mean? Like when I came down here early, I was coming out of the T-Mobile. And look what happened. So it's just crazy, but it's love, because for people to be able to approach you and feel free to do that, that's what it's about. It's about love, because I was already in the street. Bunch of my homies got killed in the street game. Bunch of my homies in the penitentiary. That shit ain't that deep, homie. It ain't that deep. Like, it ain't that deep to be out here tripping over some nut shit. Uh-huh. Everybody is just ultra tough. That's why we just be laughing at niggas all day. Like, yo, come on, man. You gonna wait to get a record deal to be tough, dog? What type of shit is you on? That's the goofiest shit. The goofiest shit I ever see. You waiting, because I'm trying to figure out, you wait to get all this money to want to go to jail. What the fuck is in there? Because I didn't see it when I was in the joint. Mm-hmm. Fuck is you chasing? So it just be like amazing to me when I be seeing all this ultra tough shit on Instagram.
What's the best way to scare somebody straight?
No, it ain't. Listen, like with me, one of my most popular videos was "Don't Wait Till It's Too Late," when I was laying on the ground with the ketchup on my head. Uh-huh. And it was so raw because it was like, I see the other side. Like, that's why I go so hard, because I got OGs that's never coming back. They got kids, grandbabies, and all this out here that's in the streets. And like my one OG told me when I was leaving the penitentiary, he said, listen, you need to keep that same energy when you go out there shit. You be talking to these young boys in the yard. Mm-hmm. You got to talk that. Mm-hmm. Because I can see you. I see you cool. You got the tats on your face. You doing, but I see you niggas on the other side when you got life. Mm-hmm. And you in the law library trying to figure out how you going to try to appeal. You got 30 to 60 years, and now the game over. And you're brought out there fucking your man. Mm-hmm. You see what I'm saying? I mean, and everybody left you. And you in jail because the dude that you was riding with that was so hard, your man, he got on the stand and got busy on you. He told on you. Mm-hmm. That's what I be trying to tell dudes. All this shit is illusion. All this my bro, this my homie. Yeah, you might get thrown up on Instagram. Yeah, free my bro. That's it. Ain't nobody doing that for you. Niggas gonna drive past your mom in the rain while she waiting for the bus. Mm-hmm. So that be the whole thing. And then when somebody throw that heat up in you, that's what don't wait until it's too late is about. Don't wait till you laying on the ground and you bleeding and you shot up and the ambulance getting closer, but you think it's getting farther because you checking out. Mm-hmm. You see what I'm saying? You don't wait until that. See, like me, my brother got killed. See, my brother, when I was in the penitentiary, I'm in there, this is right before I came home, and I'm looking at the news early in the morning because I'm at Greatest for so you can see the news. I don't know what's going on. I just see the news. I'm like, oh, that look like Nanny Block. My brother was going to the store to get my grandma a candy bar. Boy shot him. He ran back in the house. As soon as he go to the door, he fall in the door. My grandma like, what happened? He checked out. Mm. You see what I'm saying? That was my OG. That was my, you know what I mean? Last time I seen him, we was in the penitentiary together. We were cellmates. I come from generational incarceration. My step-pop, he was in Dallas Penitentiary. We used to go see him in Dallas Penitentiary in the 80s. 1998, me and my step-pop was cellmates in Dallas Penitentiary. 2005, me and my brother was cellmates in Dallas Penitentiary. Wow. The last time I seen my brother, we was walking the yard before the yard was over and he was going home. Mm-hmm. You see what I'm saying? So to see that on the news, it's like, damn. You see what I'm saying? But I said, you know, I got to get out here and take care of them babies. I get out here and buck. I could get goofy. Mm-hmm. I go out there and grab them pistols and get goofy. You know what I mean? We kill each other. But it got to come to a point in time where somebody got to say, you know what? I got to live. See, everybody quick to say, yeah, I'll ride for you, I'll die for you. Nigga, don't die for me. You better live for me because you got to take care of your baby mom and them and your family because I ain't got time to be. I got to take care of this shit over here. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? So it just be like, it just, like with me, drama is like I'm happy every day and people be like, damn, we'll push you. I said, just life. My brother, that's my motivation. That's why when I tell people I never stop, I mean that shit. Like, I don't know what everybody else doing. I don't give a fuck what you doing. I ain't never stopping on this side because it ain't no other way for me. You know what I mean? If I get arrested again, you know what I'm saying? Because I'm a 2-strike felon. The parole people told me, listen, you come back, you gonna leave this joint in the bag.
Yeah.
I said, Sal, that's understandable. You see what I'm saying? So I just go hard to let these dudes know what they're up against. I go hard to push people because it was a push that I needed when I was in prison. It wasn't available. And I know it's a push that's not available for people that look like us, from people that speak the language of now that's identifiable, that you can identify because they got the uniform of now. See, there's a lot of people that speak. There's a lot of people that talk. There's a lot of people that motivate, but they disconnected from the reality of life as it is right now, and they don't speak the language of us. Just because they look like us, that don't mean they with us. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? You could be black, but you could be removed from the reality of the struggle. Mm-hmm. And that's why I'm relevant out here.
Speaking about that relevancy, Wallo267 is here. Is what you're doing able to be financially stable for you? Some may ask, like, to be able to do what you do is necessary. He's taking out his wallet.
This just promo money.
Okay.
This just for somebody telling me to throw.
These are all blue boys.
This, you know what I mean? That's
He's
like
counting them.
This ain't nothing.
He's past 2.
This ain't nothing. My checks always. You know what I mean? My checks is always. See, what was crazy about this?
Because
is like,
I feel like that'll be some of the argument on the young boy side. He's got the nice card.
See what it say on Life. What's the company name?
It says Life of Wallo267 LLC.
You see what I'm saying?
Yep.
Listen, one thing about me is I get it out here.
Right.
See, what I was a hustler. So what I had to do when I came home was to get my proof of concept. You see what I'm saying? I had to get my proof of concept. You see what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. I don't know.
Light drip, light flex.
Listen, I had to get my proof of concept. So what I did, I went out there, I did commercials for people for free. I spoke at places for free. So I went from speaking for people at free to my first Instagram commercial, which is a minute, was $500. You know what I mean? And that took like 6 months, but I was doing it for free. After that, boy, Big Business called me up. He do big time real estate. He said, listen, I need you to come speak at the seminar. I said, cool, I got you. I come speak at the seminar. He said, all right, bet. I just need 15 minutes. I said, cool. I do the joint. Monday, I go, it was on Sunday. Monday, I go to his office to get the check. I get the check. I'm like, all right, it's probably a couple hours forward to put it in my pocket. Get into the car, crack it open. Damn, 2,000 for 15 minutes, this is what I'm worth? Went from 2,000 to 25 to 35. You understand? To keep running, I can't get. I mean, it keep running to where it was though. To where it's though. I'm doing that. I had sponsors, all type of stuff going on. Because one thing about this, let me explain to the people. I don't care what you're doing. Attention is profitable, extremely profitable. Especially if you're a businessman and you know how to articulate yourself and talk to the people that got the finances, and you can articulate to somebody why it's necessary that they utilize your personality in order to enhance their brand, in order to build awareness of their brand. That's all it's about. You see what I'm saying? So, if you see somebody sometime, you see names and all, some paper involved. You know what I'm saying? And that's what it's about.
Talk about the state of Philadelphia right now. I feel like we've always been a city with some tough streets, but more than ever, our younger are dying and killing each other. And, what can we do?
First of all, in Philadelphia, what happened in the 80s, in the 90s was a lot of officials. The people that officiated the street culture, the referees, got killed, went to jail, was taken off the scene. It forced a lot of women to raise boys. When a woman raises a boy, he's around a lot of women, his aunts, his sisters. They become ultra emotional. They didn't have taught how to fight. A lot of things they didn't have taught, that's just manly stuff that only a man could teach you. You know how when a woman react, they just snap the fuck out. 100%. Your car get keyed, the windows get broke, you get the codes. I'm talking about this. It's like extreme revenge.
Right.
And that's what happened. Young boy, you disrespect him. It's extreme. The ultimate revenge, you got to die. Because I don't know no other way. Conflict resolution was never put in place. And then you got a lot of cats that was left out there in the street game that wasn't a part of the officiating joint, that just was suckers. And they put these young boys on a dummy mission. Come here, little Ray Ray. You understand? So that's how the game got really messed up. And it's to the point you got to mix that up with all the trauma that these young boys was exposed to growing up in them houses in the ghetto. A lot of these boys been touched. You won't know, but they talk to me about all type of stuff. A lot of these boys been touched. A lot of these boys have been neglected. A lot of these dudes, that's why as a young versus old, they seen their mom in the house. So many dudes, every man that ever seen with their mom took advantage of their mom. From their dad, he disappeared, to the dude she was fucking last year, the 3-4 dudes, they keep seeing men coming in. And then when they finally hit the street, somebody give them a package, they get locked up, they don't bill them out. The older black man is taking advantage of them in any type of way. That's why it's always gonna be an old versus young. Fuck them old heads. It's a big anger. And then, you know, when somebody come against him, and it's like it's a generational curse. It's like, Philly is a poverty, that's a poverty town. And there's no opportunities. Like, for instance, you got a bunch of dudes that can rap, but who coming?
Right.
Like, who's coming to say these guys?
Right. Where's the
that's
outlets?
why, you know, that's why I post whoever I could post when I could post. One time I did a joint, I posted like 150 rappers.
Yeah.
And that ain't even my platform, but I said, I got a voice. Let me try to get them because I know me posting you and somebody commenting or liking it and giving you some feedback can make you keep going and figure out a different route. Like, damn, this shit might be possible. Because that's like the only thing you got there. You see what I'm saying? If you ain't got no other outlets, ain't nobody coming. It's like me and LGB Choir got a song called, Ain't Coming. And we basically saying ain't nobody coming for you. You know, I'm basically talking on it and he going there because it's like, in Philly, you know, young boy told me one time, I said, listen, man, just keep praying, man, this, that, and third. He said, man, ain't nobody coming. God ain't coming, man. Fuck is you talking about, OG? And I know his pop. His pop was in the penitentiary. He like, you know what I mean? Mama on crack, daddy ain't coming back. Fuck is you talking about? And that's what I mimicked when in the song God Ain't Coming. You know what I mean? And it was like, he just was like, man, he was so frustrated because I'm like, damn, how your pop doing? I know his pop. He doing life. That's my man. He like, fuck you mean? You know what I mean? LGB Choir pop is my man. We used to rob niggas together. He met us pop in the penitentiary. You see what I'm saying? So it's like, it's so much going on, so much hurt and pain. It's hard to tell a motherfucker that's hurt. You know what I mean? Hurt people, man. So when you get upset, it's like, fuck it, I'm gonna take it out on you. I'm gonna be carrying this shit around. Who can I talk to? Who can I vent out to? So it's deep. Shit is deep in Philly, man. And ain't nobody coming. You see what I'm saying? Ain't nobody saying, damn, let me grab this young boy, take him out of the city, man. He got talent. Because if you ask me, that's where all the boys, you got some talented motherfuckers in Philly.
100%.
They is in the trap, but ain't nobody with the finances gonna say, let me remove you from the reality of this struggle, show you that it's something different. And that's why on my Instagram, I always show these young boys, look, man, I'm Wallo267, just hit 20, I'm all around. Listen, go on Skip Black, look, the money you spent for that your little get high this week, you could have got your round trip ticket somewhere. Look at this shit. Come on, man, move around because once you is exposed to new ways and you can see different things, you can see different cultures, that open up your life and you realize that Philadelphia is one small little alleyway of the world.
Right.
But you're never going to know that if you've never been nowhere.
It's kids that might not even travel from one part of the city to the next.
These dudes never left Area Ave, man.
Right.
They don't know what downtown look like. And they died. On a crate. You got dudes that, listen, I did a joint on Instagram the other day and I was on my corner, 13th Allegheny when I was born and raised, and I did a live and I'm like, see this? This the corner. They go Boo Boo, they go Black, they go Smoke, they go Kendall, they go George. And I'm naming everybody that I see that you don't see. Because when I drive around the city, I see dead people on corners that used to be occupied by my homies that got killed or that's in the penitentiary. So I'm like, look at this shit. Look at what's his name right there. He used to be right here on the crate. Chinese store going, look at what's his name. That was Mr. They go Boo Boo. They go. And they looking. I said, yeah, I don't see him. I do. And I see them every day I drive past here. This is what your corner going to look like in 20 years, 15 years. You see what I'm saying? It was dudes that was on this corner that went out on us. But you keep sitting there, you think you believe in this whole fucking illusion. But ain't nobody to tell them there. So I got to be the only one to tell them because the dudes that know, that's out, that know me, you know what I get when they see me? Wow, keep going on, man. For
sure.
Nigga, I need you to fuck out there, man.
Right.
Wow, I can't do it. I can't talk like you.
Is there an individual or individuals you're most proud of that you've seen that changing?
Man, it's so many young boys, I can't even name them, that I see. That be in the DM, they going I'm talking about a lot of people. If I went to it's so many people that's changing from what I've been able to bring to the table. You know what I mean? And it's just like, I can't believe it sometimes. I'll be like, yeah, I used to be robbing people. You know what I mean? And for you to be able to listen to me, but you don't listen to your dad. You think your dad is sucker, and I know your dad. Your dad is a real live bull, but it's hard to hear it from your people. You see what I'm saying? Nobody want to hear it from their people. We always want to hear it from somebody else that we might think is cool. So when you're relatable and your look is the hook and you look like now, people will listen to you more. They dad probably, I mean, wearing some baggy shit, you know what I mean? I mean, working at, what's the name? You're like, you a sucker, dad. You see what I'm saying? Because, you know, we don't know that it's hip to be square until we get put in a bad situation. But I ain't got no problems with my results. A lot of people, you know, switching their game up.
So how do you take this message to your TED Talks?
Tomorrow, my TED Talk, nobody really know about it, but my TED Talk is not about that. My TED Talk, I forgave my brother's killer. That's my TED Talk. My TED Talk is about, see, what happened was, when my brother got killed, it destroyed me because that was my hero, that was my king. And what, he taught me everything. He actually introduced me to the street culture, but once he seen that I switched, he encouraged, he's like, you always been smart, wow. And what happened was, it was so much rage inside of me that when I called home, so many dudes, nobody really knew. It wasn't about knowing. I said, listen. I had to get with myself, and I had to say to myself, can my brother come back? All right, bet. No. What is my responsibilities as a man right now? I got to take care of them babies. And then I said, I can't carry around this hatred and this anger. I won't be able to grow. I won't be able to glow because I'm gonna have this big ass package inside of me, and there ain't gonna be no space to involve, and I ain't gonna have no space to be receptive to new things and new ideas once I leave prison. And I had to wipe my hands. It took some time, but whoever he is, wherever he at, I don't want him to go to jail. I don't want nobody to kill him because it's not gonna bring my brother back. I hope that empowered him to change, that he got away with it, that he did whatever. And I sit there and say, everybody always talking this, I want to, everybody want to be forgiven. You ask God, please forgive me. God, please, Lord, whoever you pray to, forgive me for all my sins. But you don't have the power to forgive. How you gonna ask for something that you can't give? And it's like, I'm just so, I'm thankful for all the blessings that came. And sometimes you'll lose something, but you'll gain so much. And you don't want to lose it, but you can't dictate the pace of life, the pace of, what God want to do. So it'd be like, all right, cool, this is what it is. But the most powerful thing that you could ever do in life is forgive. And that was the most powerful thing, because I wouldn't be able to go around. I wouldn't be able to have this energy. I wouldn't be able to move if I wasn't able to forget this dude that I don't know. You know what I mean? That took my brother's life in the middle of the night. Because I know that I could have been somebody that took somebody's life in the middle of the night. And I'm understanding of the reality of the game we signed up for in the fine print that was in the street code contract that we signed. I understand that. But it's bigger than that. It's more on I don't know the state you was in. I don't know your journey. I don't know your trauma. I don't know what transpired. Who am I to judge you? I'm not God. So I'm able to say, I'm thankful that I was able to forget his man. Not even knowing who the fuck he is. You know what I mean? But because that is so therapeutic. Forgiving is so therapeutic. Because how dare me be the ultimate sinner. Ask for forgiveness, but don't give it out. And I'm not in the place of, I forgive, but don't forget. I'm done with that shit. My brother ain't coming back. I ain't got time to be, no. What did that do? So I wash my hands, and I'm thankful for that.
Wallo267, lighten it up a minute. What are you listening to? What's motivating you?
Man, listen, man.
Last Dragon soundtrack.
No, see. See, you can see it. Everything from, John Legend, Juice WRLD Future.
Okay, you like
Shy
that?
Glizzy, Quavo. You see that? You see the Outkast, Felony Apple, Young Jordan, Zaz Sosa, Bri Greta.
Zaz Sosa,
you know what I mean?
Philly Kids coming up.
A Young Thug, LL. So I got that Ripper up in there. Too Short, Mobb Deep, Silk,
Okay.
Young Dolph. Everything. Kevin Gates, Lil Doe, Hood Rich Pablo.
You own everything.
I'm thankful that I grew up when I grew up at, because I'm we were able to be have more of an advantage because our catalog is more lengthy.
For sure.
And the thing that I'm thankful is that we grew up in a time where as though you could have a tape and you could go from listening to De La Soul They're listening to G-Rap. They're listening to DJ Quick.
That's real.
They're listening to it. And it was just like you didn't have to be locked into one sound. Now, if you listen to drip music, that's all you can listen to. That's all you listen to. If you listen to trap music, that's all you listen to. So it's like, I'm thankful about that. And but a lot of, what's crazy in Philly, like even with I talk to artists and I tell them, they be mad. Man, people don't support me. People don't support me. You're going after the wrong audience. See, a lot of artists don't understand that. A lot of artists get in the game and they be like, oh man, no. That's like, Jack Harlow trying to say, oh, I want to, no, you festival boy. You supposed to be doing festivals, dog. You got to tap into that crowd that's going to buy $70 worth of merch once you start really getting off. Your crowd is going, you could be able to go to the Foundries and do shows at Foundries and Fillmores all around the country on that Live Nation circuit. You're not the strip club there, the strip club. You got to know your audience. That's the problem with rap right now. Nobody know their audience and they scream about support. No, dog. You a trap, all right, that's what you're looking for. You tapping to them. But is the trap going to support you? Is they going to pay for your show? Is they going to buy your T-shirt? If that's the lane you taking. Now, if you more on the currency tip, you know what I mean, which is different than Jack, you still got a lane. They blow that weed.
Right.
They listen to you. They going to vibe. Currency could do a show around the country, put a couch on the stage, be blowing, and give it to you. Stolly could do something. You know what I mean? Joey Badass. So you as an artist, if you out there, you got to know your lane and understand that everybody's not going to fuck with you. It's 7.6 billion people on the planet. You don't need everybody to get rich. You see what I'm saying? Everybody just don't, everybody just not going to fuck with you, and that's cool. And what you say, Drown? What you need about like 75,000 people, 150 to be popping?
For sure.
Because think about it. If you do a 30-city show, and just 30 cities, and if you get 300 people out of 30 cities, think about that. That's not a lot of people that's on the planet. But they're going to be consistent. They're going to tell them about, if you could do the college joint, like dudes always saying, Philly, damn, man, I'm trying to get popping. I said, listen, man, know your lane. You making music that's not trap music. Why you're not down in Temple networking with them kids that living all around the country and getting your sound in there? I tell dudes all the time, go to Temple. That's my spot. Go to Drexel. Go to University of Pennsylvania and connect with these college kids that stream music. They stream their music. You know what I'm saying?
And this goes a long way.
It goes a long way. Now, if you go down the way and you get with Boo Boo and Black, that's not happening. They not streaming. They peoples don't see Bobby and Billy and Kimberly and Kelly that go to Villanova, that go to Temple. They money. They all got accounts. They got streaming accounts.
Can we expect a show of some sort from you and Gil?
We've been doing some meetings right now. We got the podcast coming.
Maybe in a car or
$1 million worth of game. Yo, listen, man. You know what happened is we done sat down with some big time corporations, but they try to switch our game up. No, we dictating the pace. You're not watering our shit down. Our shit is raw and uncut. We're not gonna do that. So we in the process of doing something. We still talking to some people, but it's coming. But I don't know if I could deal with him in the car for too long.
You have to.
He tried to dictate my pace, and I'm the DJ in the car.
You the DJ?
I DJ all the music, man.
Y'all got a different type of playlist.
Yeah, because he's a nut. he ain't got no playlist in my car.
This was one of my favorites. Hold on, let me see. This right here. When you did this.
Oh yeah, that's my album coming out.
Spot on.
That's my album coming out. My album.
Philadelphia Slim?
Yeah, that's my album coming out with all them type of cuts like that.
But it's real?
Yeah, it's real to me. It ain't got to be real
No, I need to be real to everybody.
Ho, nut ass nigga, what's up?
Hey!
What's up, dog?
What's poppin'?
How long you been?
Wallo made it down here before you did for the show.
Man, I ain't get the call, baby.
You ain't get the call?
Nut ass nigga.
What you mean you ain't get the call?
I ain't get the call, bro.
Yeah. He said he wanted it to be all about him.
Yeah, you.
I know. He's selfish, man.
He definitely said you more of a nut ass nigga than he is too.
No, hey, you see people already in Atlanta that ran up on him. Wallo, you nut ass nigga.
So I just asked him when we
nut ass nigga, you hear me?
I just asked him when we gonna get the show. We still waiting on your podcast.
Oh, that's
It's coming.
$1 million
It's
worth of
coming.
game, baby.
I had to I had to line all my ducks up, brother.
Yeah. Gilly the Kid is here on the phone. Wallo267. I salute both of you.
Ask him some real questions. Ask him some real questions.
Why don't you ask him a real question?
What do you feel? What do you like? What is the makings of a nut? The makings of you. That ass nigga.
First, you need a nigga like Wallo, right? Then when you find a nigga like Wallo, who he talk a good game, but really he lame. You hear me? You hear me?
I felt it. Listen, you the dude that's out here, trying to season dudes' noodles on the streets. That was some real suspect shit, cuz. I don't know what you was into when I was in jail, man.
You said you're trying to season dudes' noodles on the streets.
He's trying to season my noodles and noodles.
Please define that for our listeners.
Okay, listen. He asked me, he was at my house. He wanted oodles and noodles. Still on that jail shit, right, Drum? You would figure he wants something different. He done had oodles and noodles for 20 fucking years, you feel me? But he still want oodles and noodles, right? I make him some.
Nut shit.
I go to put the season on. He talking about, you don't season another man noodles.
You don't do that shit. That's some suspect shit, man. Your woman season your noodles and shit, man.
Hey, Drum. I had to tell a nigga, you are home.
It's a nut ass nigga.
He's not in jail no more.
Oh, it's a nut,
He
man.
talking about, that's like if I'm in jail and somebody put something on my bed. I said, nigga, you're not.
You don't put nothing on. You don't season no man noodles, man.
Sometimes,
Nut ass nigga, man.
Damn, I'm gonna feel different about seasoning any
See,
noodles.
don't season nobody noodles. You gonna be listen.
I can season my girl noodles though.
Yeah, that's cool, but don't do no man in you in the A. Don't do no fucking man noodles, man. Straight up, man. Don't do that.
Hey, Drum, I ain't trying to hear that shit. I used to put that nigga in the tub when he was young.
Why you keep lying? You telling people that you lying. Come on, man.
Why you ain't let the boxer boy get like one hit in real quick though?
On who?
On you.
Man, them dudes is chumps.
He ain't look like
Dudes is
it
chumps.
ain't look like very chumpish when y'all was having that convo.
Man, I know martial arts, man. You better. I ain't even got to tap into that. He got, and you froze. Tell him how you froze up when you saw Bruce. Tell him how you froze the fuck up when you saw Bruce.
Hey, let me tell
Bruce
you
Leroy?
something.
Yeah, he was.
You seen him?
Yeah, what? We went to go meet him.
Oh shit.
Yeah, it's on his gram. You got real familiar. You turned into fan mode.
Let me tell you something. I take him all the way up to the Governor's Island in New York so he could meet the nigga that had a movie out in 1988, right? 85, right? This nut ass nigga get up there. What you think he said, Tron?
You gotta tell me.
He looked a grown man in his eyes.
He said he had the glow. You still got the glow? He said, what did he say to him?
No.
He didn't tell him he still had the glow?
Grown man, another grown man in his eyes who was not his father and said, can I be Bruce Leroy Jr.?
What did he say, though? What did he say?
He said, you're already Bruce Leroy Jr.
He didn't say it like that, you nut ass nigga. He ain't say it like that. He ain't say it like that.
Yeah. So he just let you know he was the ultimate nut ass nigga.
Y'all got a trademark nut ass nigga, man.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
The show will be crazy. Whose playlist in the car is better?
He can't play nothing in the car. I play the car. I'm the
Oh,
DJ.
you won't let him touch
No, I'm the DJ. He's the rapper.
Because listen, right? He won't never get in the car and ride with me or ride with my wife. He only got to drive with himself. He made a vow to himself in jail that he's never riding with nobody. This nut ass nigga talking about, I can't be riding with you. I might go down for reefer residue.
No, man, you be having that Reggie on you too much, man. I mean,
Gil's not smoking Reg.
what?
I don't believe that.
He got y'all. Come on, man. He smoked Reggie.
KLP, stop it. He's not smoking nothing Reg.
Got y'all food.
He say everybody smoking Reggie because when he went to jail, that's all the fuck was out.
Is Gil taking you to the Sixers games with him? Or
Nah, I went to the game the other day. I went because my homie in jail used to watch the games all the time, but I was disappointed, man. So I ain't.
You see how everything resort back to jail?
I'm just saying, man. I told you why. My old seller used to watch the games. That's why I went. I don't care.
Nigga,
Like,
you're home, nigga.
using that ass nigga, man.
I keep telling you. Hey, listen, this nigga, I'm on the phone with him, right? I got him on loudspeaker. my wife laying in the bed. This nigga, this how he
This
hang
nigga
up.
lying.
He said, yeah, cuz. Man, I'm gonna go ahead, man. I'm gonna holler at you tomorrow, man. I'm about to do Pornhub on it, then I'm gonna go ahead and lay it down.
That nigga lying. He lying. He lying though because.
Yo, this nigga jerking off on the streets, John.
So what y'all don't double date?
Who?
No. He in love every week, man.
He's home. You gotta give him.
You see. I told you what's her name was my girl when I was in jail, Pinky. You see what she did? You see what she did? You see she DM'd me back.
Damn, remember Pinky?
What?
Damn.
That was my girl in jail.
That was during the MySpace days, though, Wallo.
That was my girl.
You know how many new things on the gram is now? She was thick. Remember her?
Old ass Pinky.
Look.
Yeah.
Pinky built like a goddamn Honda right now.
Look what I.
Hold on, Pinky. Hold on. Can I read it out loud?
Read it out loud.
He wrote Pinky. He said, "You know, you was my girl when I was in prison. Why you leave me?" Pinky said, "LOL. I hear that a lot from guys who were or are still locked up. I appreciate the love and respect and not judging me." He said, "You was with me through many rough days. You're a true definition of a rider."
Oh, you ain't got to read it fast.
Yo,
He ain't come
with
through.
Pinky in his fucking mind.
She might give me some now, though. Oh, yeah, he's good. He good
I
money.
told you that was my girl in jail, cuz.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Just
You
because.
gotta let him get that.
Come on,
You
man.
gotta let him get that.
That was
off
my girl in jail.
Just for GP.
Listen, cuz, just for the record, right? I want to tell you, and I'm pretty sure there's other brothers in that room that can tell you. I don't know how true it is, but when you was in jail, a rumor came out that Pinky had that goddamn monkey on her back.
Oh, yeah? I ain't hear that, Joe.
Yeah.
She ain't write me and tell me that.
Yeah, so you go ahead and fuck with Pinky if you want. You wake up, kick your dick down at the end of the bed in the morning, nigga. Kick your dick and balls on the floor.
Yo, next time we do the interview, I need both y'all here, man.
All right, man. I appreciate y'all, man, taking care of my little beanhead cousin, man.
You little fucking
You know
midget.
we got him.
He's a midget.
All right,
PSP.
Hey, I'll talk to y'all in a minute, man.
Love.
All right, love.
Shout out to Gilly the Kid. Wallo, man, we appreciate you. Much congratulations
that's what's
and
up, man.
success to you. You're always welcome over here.
Yeah, I got to come through, man. It's nice over here, too. Y'all got a nice little studio.
Absolutely. 888 Shade 45. Before we finish, you got to give it to us.
It's just like that.
Yeah.
Right here on the Streetz is Watching on Shade 45.